so shade. So this video is for anyone that is wondering if I made it home safe, and you know, I'm so tired. Yeah, I should just go to bed, but I'm gonna unwind first. And at the can't see anything on my phone screen. One sec. Anyway, guys, phone screen is so bright. It's 1 second, guys. I can't see anything. Oh, it's because the brightness of my phone. It's because the brightness of my phone was not turned up high. Yeah. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna get tip top. I know no one's not gonna join because it's so late right now, but it's fine. I'm still gonna give an update. Yeah, so guys, right, I've got Tip Top. I thought it would have the flavour on here. I'm guessing this is maybe strawberry. Doesn't tell me the flavour. Yeah, so anyone that doesn't know, right, guys, I'm so bad at doing my live videos. I'm so exhausted. But anyone that doesn't know, right, I went to London today and I am absolutely so exhausted. Those that were on my live would see the whole journey of me trying to get back home. Guys, do you like my nails? My whole journey of me trying to get back home, and it was manic. It was absolutely manic. I was just like running around everywhere. But like I was on The Apprentice and I was just like, damn it, everywhere was just like, as soon as I'd see the time, I'd be running to get to where I need to get to. So stressful, guys. Oh my gosh. Literally so stressful. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so I met so many amazing people today, right? So many people coming today, and that was God's guidance, because God is really coming through for me. I was talking to people about God. There were also some people that I met along the way, and they were helping me. 1 second. They were really helping me today, and it was beautiful. I bought this blazer today because I thought it might get cold, but it was still kind of warm in London, to be honest, especially when I was running around everywhere. Thank you so much for the like. I was running around everywhere, and I thought, AP, what is up? Oh my gosh, I don't even have energy to shout your name, but like, just picture me shouting your name because I can't physically do it. But so glad that you're here. I'm so glad. I feel so tired. Like, hi, Kala, salam, alaikum, mahabiki, mahabiki, mahabibiki, I think, mahabibiki. Mehabiki. Yes. That's me all over. I suddenly at 2 a.m. You serious? That is you? Like, I literally just got home and, like, obviously I still need to take a shower, and I was like, I'm gonna do a live video update so you guys actually know I'm actually home safe, and then have a tip top to unwind, and then I'm gonna go in the shower. I'm so tired. To be honest, I wish I could just crash into bed, but I physically, after today, it's unclean for me to just go in bed like this. I used to do it after a night out, because night out clubbing was different, because I would shower before going on a night out, right? And then I know I can change my bed sheets, but I just don't feel good about traveling all that way and then going into bed. I physically need to have a shower because that's just dirty. Oh guys, that guy, I know that he won't see this video, right? I didn't give him my YouTube, but shout out to him because he was really good. Oh guys, I can't even speak. When I left the coach station, right, I said to the man, how do I get out of here? He was like, you come out of here and then you go, he said you turn right. So I come out and I turn right, so I'm going this way. It was the opposite direction, right? So I bumped into this guy. I thought, let me ask him. And he was speaking another language, right? And he took out his AirPods. Everyone has their AirPods in. Right, he took his AirPods out. I don't have AirPods. Obviously, I don't understand the process of it. Well, I understand how it works, but I just mean, like, everyone walks with them in. So you can't even talk to people. So he put out his AirPods, right? And I was like, excuse me, can you help me? And he was like, yeah, sure. Because he was speaking another language. And then I said, I need to get to the train station. He goes, oh, it's this direction. He said, I'm going that way. I said, where are you from? Because I actually thought, like, he was speaking, like, Spanish or something like that. And he was like, I'm actually from Somalia. And I was like, really? I was like, wow, you don't even look like you're from there. I can't remember if I said that or not. And then it was really interesting. And he literally finished a shift at the hospital. And he was like, I'm walking back home anyway. And he was like, I have time. So, like, we walked nearby the train station. And then he was like, do you want... There's other food places. Do you want steak or do you want a burger? I said, I want McDonald's. He goes, okay, I'll take you to McDonald's. And then the more we were walking, it was just further away. And I was just thinking, how the hell am I going to get back to the coach station in time? And I was so stressed. And he was telling me, like, if there's a queue, just quit. But he didn't walk me all the way to McDonald's. He was like, look, he was like, there's a bus stop over there. You can get there, I think, number 2 or number 1. I don't even know what numbers he said. I just thought to myself, what the hell? And then I was thinking McDonald's is too far, and he encouraged me to still go. So I went. That's when I went to McDonald's, and you guys was like saying McDonald's needs to hurry up. That was so funny. You guys are so supportive. You guys are so supportive, man. And then when I left McDonald's, I was getting so stressed. I was thinking they need to serve me, but I didn't want to be rude and say, "Can you serve me?" Like, I was not going to be that girl, right? So I waited patiently, and I was saying to the guy how I'm stressed, and he was like, "I'm stressed too," and I was laughing with him, right? So I got my McDonald's, and then I just thought I'm not even going to bother with the bus because obviously I can't see no bus around. So I just carried on walking the route that I normally go. And then, yeah. And then I had one guy go like this, you're right. And I was just like, why are people hitting on me when I'm in a rush? Even if I'm not in a rush, why are they actually on? Guys, look, I just thought normal. How are people hitting on me, right, in London? I just don't get it. Um, Right, let's see what the comments are saying. I've always drove past Victoria Station, never been in Orange Station. Ah, you always drive past around there? Yeah, see, like, Victoria Station. The coach station or the train station. Sometimes you have to talk or be aggressive to a degree. I can't do that with food though. I know what you mean though, but I just felt like I couldn't do that. Is that a London thing to be a bit more, you know? I feel like I couldn't know. because I felt like it's my fault that I'm actually there in the first place. My church started at 6 p.m, can you believe? So in my ideal brain, right, I wanted to have dinner beforehand, and then obviously I had to leave the service like in the very beginning, right? So I left about 7:35 p.m. So I got there roughly about 5:30, and then I left about 7:35, and then I was trying to get the number 185 bus, and I went down the wrong street, and I bumped into this lady, and she was like, you can get another bus to take you to 185 stop. And I just thought, oh my gosh, all I wanted was one bus. And then she literally like stayed on. Basically, everyone that had a plan, right, when they met me, they had to alter their plans to help me get to where I needed to get to. So big shout out to those people, because you guys, I know you guys won't see this video, you won't see this channel, but if you ever do stumble up on this video, I'm truly grateful for you, because that girl was like, okay, I need to get off, but I can show you which stop you need to get at. And then what she did was she stayed on the bus and then walked with me to the number 185 stop. So I actually caught the bus that I should have been on, if that makes sense. So I got ahead of it, and then we got it, and then that bus went and terminated, guys. It was meant to take me to Victoria, straight to Victoria, and it actually terminated. And this is when AP was like, Tanya, ask the driver how long it's going to be. And I just watched the driver get off. I thought the driver was stretching his legs. And if I didn't even, like, if AP wasn't saying that to me, I would have still been sitting there now, stranded and lost. You did well for someone traveling along. Thank you so much, AP. It's so hard. Like, I had to ask so many people. I can't even use Google Maps because I just don't know where I need to go. And all I kept thinking was people are robbing people's phones in London. So I thought, I don't want that. Thank you, though. Like, I had to ask people how to get to Buckingham Palace, and they were like, you just turn that way, you go straight ahead. I was like, thank you so much. I was so, and I tell you, I was so nervous to go to London, right? I was speaking in Spanish on the bus. Can you believe I was speaking in Spanish on the bus today? Like the lady from Colombia, because I said, do you have enough space? Because she sat next to me in the bus. And she said, sorry, no English. I said, what language do you speak? And she said, Spanish. And I said, en serio? That means really in Spanish. And I started speaking to her. And she was talking to me, right? She was showing me Marks and Spencer smoothie, right? And she was saying she was saying in Spanish that it's really sweet. And I said, that's not good. She said, yes, it's good. And she was telling me that Marks and Spencer clothes is good. She's saying all this in Spanish, right? And I think she was trying to explain to me that she worked somewhere else in the UK. I think she was trying to say that to me in Spanish. I don't know. I was just like, okay, yes, yes. And yeah, and then when she got off the bus, she was waving to me, guys. Thank you for the response. Everyone that I spoke to on the bus, right, when they got off in London, they were waving to me when they got off, and they was happy to see me, because apparently nobody talks to each other on the bus in London. And I was that girl that was talking to people. I was that. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, so I spoke to, this is how many people I spoke to in the bus. Spoke to the lady that was Colombian. Then I spoke to this other lady that was trying to tell me that the Colombian lady is waving to me again, because she waved to me like 3 times. And she's like, look, look. And then we started speaking, me and this lady. She was telling me about Oyster card. So me and her started talking. When she got off the bus, she was happy to wave to me, and I was waving back. And and then when I was coming back, that lady that stayed on the bus with me to get me to 185 bus stop, she waved to me as well. She was such a sweetie. If you're ever watching this, darling, you're so beautiful, because I told her 1,000 times that she's so beautiful. She was from Cameroon, and she's been living in London for like 1 year. Yeah, 1 year. And her English is like, it sounds like she's a native, right? And she told me her name, and I told her my name, and she was like saying how my name is beautiful. And I was like, thank you so much. And she waved to me when she got off the bus. And I spoke to that guy, guys, that guy that, that shout out to that guy that actually helped me to get to the bus stop when I was lost in London when the bus terminated. He was a lifesaver. He was the missing key to this whole journey, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even made it to the Victoria Coach station. Like, he is key to this situation, right? He was so funny because I was like, when I got off the bus, like AP was trying to help me out, and I said to the guy, I was like, I don't know if you guys could hear him on the live, but I said, I don't know where I am. And he was like, didn't you just get off the bus? That was so funny. I actually find that conversation so funny. Let me read the comments. Bus drivers don't stretch their legs, they change drivers. I think that's so funny. I didn't know that. No, you didn't miss much. I was talking a little bit about my journey and how tired I am. Yeah, but T, you were funny as well. And I think it was you that said I'm lost in London. I literally made a post about it. Tanya's home. I'm finally home, guys. London, I miss you, but I'm home. You gotta go, night. You gotta go, night, night, Tanya. Humanity, literally, Luke. Humanity, like everyone came. It's God. It's actually God looking out for me, guys. It's actually God. I'm not gonna give those people credit. The fact that I shout out to the bus driver as well, because I was talking to him and I was saying, you know what, I like your uniform, I like your hat, and he was like, this is my hat. I was like, really? I said, you look like royalty, and he goes, well, he goes, I'm a child of God, and I was like, this is God. God is coming through for me again. And he looked at the postcode that I needed to get to, and he was like, I know where you need to get off, sis. He goes, I'll tell you which stop to get off at. He actually got his phone. He was trying to look to see if he would be the driver coming back. He took my number as well. Not in that way, guys. He took my number because he was like, sis, let me know when you get back home safe. Like, when you travel back on the bus, he wanted to know that I was safe. And I didn't even get a chance to text him because, guys, you know I was rushing around. And then he actually WhatsApped me. He actually messaged me saying, I'm guessing you're back traveling home. And I was like, no, I missed the coach. And I was like trying to communicate to him. So, guys, I couldn't even do the live half of the time because when they asked me for my ticket at the coach station, I had to take the live off to show the ticket on my phone. So then that would shut off my live, and then so much was going on, guys. I'm basically trying to give you guys a lowdown. I've only got 2 hours left on my phone. Oh, you need to. Well, you got a good battery life then. Luke is putting all the emojis. London is a place easy to adapt to. Do you think I adapted well, AP? Because I feel like I was, I'm a totally different. I'm like a fish out of water in London. Luke put the bed emoji. Night. Good night, Luke. Are you going to sleep, Luke? Yeah. So everyone really came through for me today. It was so hard. Buckingham Palace, right? And we talk about Buckingham Palace, right? So I was kind of because this guy on the coach, guys, I saw this guy on the coach, right, and he was fine, right, but I didn't hit on him in that way. We started talking about God, right, and I was teaching him that he needs to read the Bible. I said to him that he's good looking, right, and he said I appreciate that, and then in the end he started motivating me. And then he told me, have you been to Buckingham Palace? And I was like, you know what? No, but I put it on my bucket list. And he was like, Buckingham Palace is just there when we was on a coach. I was like, oh. And then I asked him, I was like, how do I get around London? He was like, Google Maps. Guys, when I tell you, I can't even use a map. So I had to ask people, how do I get to Buckingham Palace? And then people were like, just go that direction. Everyone was talking to me. I felt like I was on vacation because, I mean, how am I attracting people to talk to me? I don't know. I get it. Why in London? And you're asking me why I was in London? What's the question? Mr. Freeze, I'm back. Literally, Mr. Freeze, guys. I think you could, but you need to work on your timekeeping planet. My timekeeping is awful. To be honest with you, AP, right? I'll be totally honest with you, right? If I had my way, I would have been close to Victoria Coach Station. It's because I had to travel to Lewisham for the church, right? So when I got there, I was like, damn, how do I get back home? Imagine I got to the church and it never even started yet, and it's after 6:30. And I'm thinking, dude, I've come here to see a service. So I was trying to like Google how to get back home, and then I wanted to aim to get to the coach station for 9 o'clock. That was my aim. And then getting that bus, the 185, would have taken me there by 9 o'clock. But I don't know if it's because of the termination or whatever. I don't know what done it, but I tried. I probably paid like a lot for bus. I don't know. I just tapped my card. I'm so worried that I need to sort out my funds because I'm just so worried that I might have overspent on my card. I don't know. We'll see. I need to check my bank balance tomorrow. Luke's got the emojis. Jamaica, Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica. Jamaica emojis. UK emojis. Yeah, so AP is right though. I do need to work my timekeeping, but I mean, if it was my trip, I would have just stayed in Victoria Coach Station, that area in Victoria, the whole day anyway, and then I could easily get home. But because I had to go all the way to Lewisham, yeah, and the traffic, you know, the roadworks when they got the traffic lights, that was really delaying me, and I was just like, oh my gosh. The worst one, I don't know, there were so many worse situations. One of the worst ones was when the 15-minute bus ride to get after the termination, that one was stressing me out because I was like, I need to get there for past. And then the girl said to me, she was like, yeah, it takes you outside the station. And then I thought I was at the coach station. And then that realization that I was nowhere near the coach station, I asked the man, and he was like, yeah, you need to turn left. And I was like, oh my gosh. And that's when I started running. That's when I freaked out. Dollar signs. Thanks to the hearts. T put the laughing emoji. Yeah, that's when I was like, damn, I'm nowhere near the coach station. Because you got the train station and it's got a sign, like a pointy arrow saying Victoria, because you got the Victoria and train station and you got the Victoria coach station. And I think what happened was when I got back, I was like, oh, it must be close together. And then it clicked back when the man told me the directions, like, oh yeah, it's round the corner. I need to go down the street. And I was like running, guys. Do you remember I was running with you guys? I was like running so hard. And then obviously there was no one on the desk to actually help me to say, you need to go to this stand. And I think that's when I missed the slot because I didn't know where I needed to get to. And then this girl was like, oh, it's stand 22. And it was obviously not mine. It was at National Express. And then that's how I missed it because I would have ran past the stop. Why did I not have any workers helping people in London? I people message but you unsent it, so I don't know what you said. How much does the bus pass cost? Good question, because when I pay for a single, according to this girl, right, because you pay by card, apparently it was 195, right? But she said if you take two buses within less than an hour, apparently she said it doesn't charge, but she said that's with an Oyster card, so I think I probably got charged twice. Um, but um I think their day ticket, because I extended it was £5 something, but I never paid that much. I don't know how much I paid. I'm gonna have to look at my bank statement. Um, it's London. What do you expect? Oh, I don't not tire one bit. I don't know why I don't. I did on the coach though. I was like falling asleep. Um, Tanya told the British Isles on a train only takes 6 weeks. Oh my gosh, I don't think I can even survive that. I can't see the emojis. Is that like a letter? Dollar signs 195. So I'm saying I don't know. I need to look at my statement because I feel like that girl was telling me some information, but she's talking about Oyster cards. I don't have an Oyster card. I'm not a Londoner. This is so good. This is what I truly needed. Forget the McDonald's. This is what I needed. It was so hot in London as well. Like my head was pounding so much. I was just like, oh my gosh. I have no idea how much I spent in terms of travel. It doesn't bother me though because I know that I needed to get to places, but as you got back safe, amen to that. Like I said to God, get me there safe and get me back home safe. That was the main thing. When guys, you guys don't even know this, but I think some of you may know this. When I was like traveling, right, to get to the coach station in my area, right, I nearly missed the coach by 1 second. 1 second. I went shopping, guys. I went shopping in my town. I was like, oh, let's go to Sephora, like an idiot, thinking I've got loads of time. And then I needed to get a drink from Tesco Express because there was a drink in the fridge in my house, and obviously, I thought it would be there tomorrow. It's fine. It's not my drink. It's like anyone can have the drink, right? And then when I checked, I was like, damn it, I've got to get a drink. And I was like, oh, I'll just go Tesco. But because time went by so fast, I had to get the drink in Tesco in my area. But I should have, when I got off the um train, right, I should have got the drink straight away in Tesco. But I thought, oh, it's fine. I'll go back and do it. And then when I went back, I realised I only have 6 minutes to get the coach, right? And then I realised, and afterwards I realised how far away the coach is. And I was running. I was like, Jesus, Jesus, help me. I was like, help me, Jesus, because if I miss that, I can't get to London. I was so stressed. I was running, and it was so annoying. I was running, and one guy was looking at me. I was like, can you not look at me in a sexual way? I'm literally trying to get to where I need to get to. That really frustrated me. Like, why are people like that? So I was running, right? And then I finally got there, but I was like waving at the desk. I was like, can someone help me? I said, I need to get on the coach now. I was like, and what time did I book it for? Was it 9? No, what time was it? 11:45. I was like, I need the coach now. And then he was like, he got the guy to direct me, and he was all chilled. And I was like, is it this one? And like, act quick. And he was like, yeah. And then when I got to it, thank you for the hearts, the guy was like, yeah, I was about to leave in 1 second. And he was like, what time is your coach? And I said the time at 11:45. And that's when he knew that this is the right one that I'm meant to be on. He didn't check anything. He just got me on. And yeah, this woman laughed at me because I was like, I was shopping. And she was like, oh, like that. Because it looks like bad that I'm shopping. I need to miss my coach. And yeah, she was like, we was just about to leave. And I was like, oh my gosh, I would have not made it to London. If I missed that coach, I would need to pay to get another one. And think about it, that was arriving at 2:50, and if I got another one, I'll probably end up in London about 4 p.m. and that would be even more stressful. Um, oh, thank you, Luke. You prayed today. That's beautiful. Crescent. Oh yeah, it's so beautiful to pray to God. So sweet too. Hottest woman in London from Birmingham today. I literally watched my church service back, my church, and you can see me like closing my eyes, listening to the gospel. I'll probably try and share it to my page. Links put a lot of emojis. Oh, the shopping emojis. AP said what? What did you say what to? I start my new job this Thursday. Luke, well, congratulations. Congratulations, Luke. That's amazing. Hope you enjoy it. I'm laughing at Luke. Luke, oh, do you mean that guy that I would put on my live? He got my YouTube. He's got my YouTube information. I gave him my YouTube. Amy said, Amy said, just you explaining, you're funny. That's actually funny. I think, when I was on the bus, right, and if anyone that was sitting next to me, and I'm explaining to them that I'm stressed and I'm late, I think they were finding it funny as well because I was like, I need to get to the coach station. What does that say? I can't see on my screen. Digits. Oh, digits. What's your digits, girl? No, I didn't get his number. But when you guys was trying to, AP was trying to help me at that moment, And I was like looking out saying, I don't know what, keep budging. I need to get somewhere. I'm just like, I don't know where I am, and filming the actual station. And then I saw that guy, and then I was like, oh, let me ask him. And he actually helped me out as well. I didn't think he would. It was the way he was standing there on his phone. And then it was so funny, the dialogue that we had. And he was like, I was like, I don't know where I am. He was like, he was like, didn't you just get off the bus? Why is that so funny to me? That's actually funny. Let me see the comments. T said hi. At least you got to travel plus gain a few months. I think that's actually funny. You make me laugh. You actually make me laugh. I want to get into the top 10. Top 10 of what, T? Pressure's on. I've literally got to sort my life out, guys. I've got to sort my life out. I just feel like, okay, I've come back home. There's lots of things I need to sort out. Back to reality. Let's go right. Wait. That's the goal, to get more subscribers. I just felt like, because he's on the YouTube live, he may want to watch the video of himself. Because I feel like if someone was on YouTube and they put me on video, I'd want to see the video. I'd want to see the video. Yeah, so guys, my church in Jamaica, my online church, because I watch it online, they have launched a church in London, right? I think it's in Brixton, right? Obviously, today they was launching it, but not in the actual area. There's launching it in Lewisham, and Lewisham was so hard to get to. I didn't know you can get a direct bus. Even one lady said to me, she was at the church, and I was like, I need to go now. I was like, I need to get a bus to get back to Victoria coach station. She was like, the bus is long, because people were suggesting the tube, and I really didn't want to go on the tube because I'm just like terrified. So guys, I was just terrified to get on the tube and have to like cross and get to other places. I felt like that would stress me out, but obviously, so guys, that would have been so much quicker. I just wanted something straightforward, one thing to get there, and obviously that didn't work out because the termination, and that literally freaked me out. I was like, what the hell? Like, what do I do now? Yeah, and obviously if I actually wasn't on YouTube live and I spoke to the bus driver, maybe that would have been okay. But obviously I wanted to spend time with you guys, especially like you can't really use your phone in London, so I thought let me do it on the bus. Let me read the comments. No, that was, oh, I can't get another one because like I feel like if I get another one and if somebody else wants it in the house, I feel like I've just taken the goods from them. Driver thought nobody was on the literally the driver actually thought nobody. No, because he would have heard me talking to you guys on the live, right? He must have heard me talking on the live to you guys, and he left. I don't know if this is normal in London, but he left the bus door open, whereas in the UK they would shut the bus doors, if you know what I mean. But he left it open, which was odd for me. Thank you for the hearts. That was so odd. So I thought, oh, maybe he's going to stretch his legs and he's going to come back later. And I was like, wait, where's this driver? Because you remember I was saying to you guys, the bus driver stopped. I was like, I got places to go. Do you remember? And yeah, God put that guy there. Guys, when I tell you God really works, he put that, when that bus terminated, he put that man randomly just standing there on his phone. And I was like, wait, let me ask him, right? It's like everybody's like aligned to meet me, to take me where I need to go. That's how beautiful today was. I should talk about the godly version of today. I should do that. T said hi. I've only 2 beers left. Oh, you're drinking tonight. AP said I was about to say, then but my bedroom. You're on about that guy that was on my live. That's so funny. How do you know that he lives in Lewisham though? Because that wasn't Lewisham. Did he say that he lived in Lewisham? Because I can't remember now. Chloe Kelly. Who's Chloe Kelly? Yeah, it's normal as a bus driver, leaving the door open when changing drivers. I had to do that, but the other bus driver didn't come, so I was like waiting there, and then AP was like, ask the driver how long it's gonna be. AP kept saying, ask the driver. That was so funny. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh my gosh, Tanya. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you for the hearts, guys. I'm gonna talk about the godly version of today. Right, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to break it down to you guys because I feel like it's important, right? So the godly version of this journey, I want to do testimony on it as well. So if you guys know, I did a vision board, and the church, visiting the church in Jamaica was part of my vision board. And obviously I can't just fly to Jamaica and go to the church. So when I found out they were launching, I was like, I need to go. The pastor was flying over from Jamaica to preach in London. Unfortunately, when I got to the church, I found out that he already flew back. So he did Sunday service, and then he flew back Monday morning, and I didn't know this. So I never got to witness him preaching in real life. His preaching online has delivered me from so many things, and my dream was to see him preach in real life, right? Hopefully one day I get to catch him, because about 2 years ago he came to London and I didn't know, and then afterwards I saw that he was in London and I missed it, and I was like, right, I've got to catch him this time, and I missed it again, right? But it's okay, because at least I got to experience being in the church, right, for the first time in my life, and seeing people in real life. I will try and post the video to my wall or something so you guys can actually see it, but I was only in the first 10 minutes of the video where I'm just like singing, and I didn't get to hear any preaching because I had to go before that, because obviously if I didn't go, guys, I wouldn't get home, right? And yeah, so when I got to the church, right, so because it was on my vision board, when I got to the church, when the lady broke it down to me, she was like, the pastor left, like with his, like him, the pastor and his wife, she's called First Lady, they both left, right? They both left in the morning because they need to go to Pennsylvania. I can't say it. What is it, the place in America? Pennsylvania. I can't say the word right because he has to fly to different places, right? And doing preaching in other places, right? Thank you for the hearts. So I was a bit gutted because my dream was to see him preach in real life. And then when I realised I got there and I travelled all this way and I have to travel back home soon and he's not preaching, I was like, wow, I've done this trip for what? I don't know, I felt like this gut feeling. And then the lady was really uplifting me. Um, she was like, God knows your heart. Like, and I said, I know. I said, yes, you're right. Because God knows my intention. He goes, He knows your intention. He knows you sacrificed to come here. Even if that pastor is here or not, whatever was preached is already done for you, because you've already, I don't know how to put this into words. What she's trying to say is, say if they did a preaching right for people to get blessings, she's saying that I would have received it anyway, because God knows that I was getting there for that. I was coming here for that. Like, um, she was saying, like, it doesn't matter if he's here or not, it's done for you. And she was saying some more things and I can't remember. She said God, how God would never leave you or forsake you. And she goes, it's not my words, it's God's words. And it really won't make me want to cry. And she was really like saying a lot of spiritual stuff. And I was just like, wow. Um, yeah, and today he's really come through. So that was that, right? And um like when I've been running late, I've been saying, please God, help me, God. Let me read the comments, guys. um no, I'm not in London, Scream. I've made it home. I didn't want to do more than a day in London, to be honest. Best Mr. Freezer, right? Yeah, I could eat another tip top, but I'm not going to do it. What guy? You said your church was in Lewisham, but my friend lives in Wait, what guy? Yeah, AP, you said something about the guy when you said you was going to say, when you said I was about to say the N word, but my brethren lives in Lewisham. You said your church was in Lewisham, but my friend lives in Lewisham also. Yeah, so the church is not going to, that was just for the launch, right? So they launched the church in, what's the school called? It's Trinity, primary school or something like that. Is it primary or secondary school? I think it's a Trinity Primary School in Lewisham. That's where they did the launch, but their actual church is going to be in, is it Brixton? Is that how you pronounce it? How long was the bus? It was 3 hours, like a mile, or in euros. It was in pounds. I'll stop it. He flew back before you could meet him, and you came from the Midlands. Yeah, you know what the problem is? I should have asked more questions about when, because I just presumed that he was going to be there for 2 days. Yeah, I would definitely catch him again. I definitely will. I'd rather be there on the Monday than the Sunday though, because oh my gosh, the public transport on Sunday is just not the one. Yeah, he's been here like from the 24th of July though, because he was preaching in another church from 24th till Sunday. So he's been preaching like all that time. He was really good. His services were really good. So I had no idea. But to be honest, if he was here, right, I wouldn't have got to see him preaching because of how late they started the service. It should have started at 6. So obviously when I was there that time they were just doing singing. So I never got to see any preaching. And they didn't they finished the service after like 11 p.m. So I never got to see any preaching anyway. So if he was here, I wouldn't have been able to see him preach, if that makes sense. So I don't know, if I put it like that, it does make me feel a bit better. But it's one of those that if I want to see them preach, I'm gonna have to be there for more than one day in London, most definitely. Um, Let me read the comments. Yeah, it kind of did make me feel a bit crap because I put it on my vision board, but the main thing is that I actually managed to go to London. That's like a big commitment for me because guys, I don't go anywhere, and I did that for God, if that makes sense. Chat manager, chat manager, West Midlands. John, hello, John. How are you? Active shootings in Atlanta, in really, that is current news in America. That's crazy. Tanya, I was about to say a word. You know what word? But I said bedroom instead. You get it. Ah, okay, okay. Let me read your other comment. AP. Sorry, I'm a bit slow today because I'm tired. Okay. I didn't know you had a friend in Lewisham. Yeah, so I wasn't in Lewisham for that long. I was there. I got into Lewisham about, well, before like before 6:30, but when I got off the bus it was at 6:30, and then I met with the lady from the group chat. This is the first time we actually meeting. She's a stranger to me. I met her outside her hotel, and then we went to the church. Yeah, we went straight to the church. And then I came back on my own because obviously they're staying there to the very end. She booked the hotel so she could attend the services, whereas I didn't do that. Yeah. Only you flying pickets. That's your slang. Only you flying pickets. Let me know what that means. Is the N word even a swear word, or it's just a silly racist word? There's a lot of controversy around the N word about who can say it, who cannot. But I think it is meant to be an offensive word. But obviously, in some slang words, it's considered cool. Like some people that are brothers, they say to each other. Everyone has different opinions on it. If you said there you go, you get it to scream. Tanya, where you're from? London, you have friends in London. It's not that big of a place for me. Tanya, when you're from, sorry, I read it wrong. When you're from London, you have friends in. Oh, that's amazing. You have friends in every part of London. That's cool. It's not that big of a place for me. To me, it's like really big. London's super cool though. I actually felt like I like Victoria area. It's so nice. It's very lively. Yeah, when I got to Buckingham Palace, yeah, there was a lot going on. It's not really my top destination though. When I got there, I just thought, okay, is this it? Hyde Park looks good though. Um, yeah, so let's go back into the spiritual part of God, how God has really been coming through. Um, I do need the toilet though, guys. Bear with me. I might just go to toilet now and then continue this live. Is it true that only black people can say unless you got a pass or like someone from your family's black? Okay, what I might say would be different to AOP because AOP is different to me. I personally don't use the word. If I do, it depends on the context. Um, it's meant to be only black people that can say it, but obviously some people have cool friends that let them say it to each other. It depends on the friends that you have. Um, unless you got a pass of like someone from your family's black. Having someone from your family is black, you have to be careful with that because I could easily say, oh, I've got this person in my family, oh, I can say this. It can be very controversial. Um, very, very. I've literally put my bag like this. I didn't walk out like this. I literally just put this jacket on. No, I did walk out like this. I put the, when I got off the coach, I just put my jacket over the bag. I don't care. Yeah, only black people say that. Scream and don't forget, and don't forget it. Yeah, be careful with that word. Scream. I wouldn't even recommend you say that, to be honest, because people can get really offended over different people saying it. One second, guys. I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'm so tired. Guys, can you give me like 2 minutes? Give me 2 minutes, guys. Guys, I am so sorry to keep you guys hanging. Thank you so much for the like, guys. I think I got an extra like. Oh, thank you, AP. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna get more snacks. I need to keep going for this live. I'm so tired. I need to keep going. What have I missed? I'm gonna get some grapes, guys. Screen said AP, are you a part of it? RT said okay. Yeah, I'm back, T. It wasn't nice, Tanya. How do you do it? It must be hard. To be honest, I never really took care of my appearance. I neglected myself for a few years. I would say roughly after COVID, guys. Ignore like how I look right now. 1 second, guys. Yeah, so after COVID, I started to try and embrace natural beauty, right? There's nothing wrong with natural beauty, right? But I noticed that I started neglecting myself. I don't know when that started though. So I stopped caring like how my hair looked. I stopped caring about my face, how my face looked. I stopped caring about like what clothes I wore in a negative way, right? And I just didn't care. I just didn't care if I looked like a tramp on. Sorry, I'm spitting, guys. I didn't care if I looked like a tramp on the street. And this was really bad because it was getting to the point where I didn't care how I looked, right? And I still got haters for it. I still got haters, and I was like, how are people still hating on me? And this girl was like, it's because you're just pretty anyway. And I was like, huh? Me? I look a mess. I used to be someone that wanted to look pretty all the time, and I think when I stopped trying to be like that and I started just accepting myself for how I looked, I think that's how I happened to glow better. Because you see a lot of women on social media really 1 second, guys, I don't think you guys can hear me. A lot of women on social media, right, they want to look hot, they want to look the best, they want to look attractive, and I just stopped trying to be like that, and that's where I started neglecting myself, guys. Got some grapes, guys. Yours look nice, Tanya. How do you do it? I think I would say roughly like when I started meeting that guy is when I started trying to take care of my appearance, because there's something exciting that if you are meeting the opposite gender, you want to. I don't know if men do this, but I know I do. Like if I'm meeting a guy, then I try and look a bit more presentable and try and look a bit more nice. And then that's how I started getting back in the flow of it. It helped me to get my mojo back. That's when I started trying to wear nice clothes. But tell a lie, before I met with him, I'm sure AP's a witness of this, I started trying to dress a bit better. I was like, I'm trying to work on my fashion, so I feel like I was kind of trying to do that before anyway. T is laughing. Strangling is a crime. That is a crime. It's murder. It's attempted murder. I guess in the screen don't like the grapes. On the train. Why did you say on the train, T? AP said, I love a woman who loves herself. That's so sweet, AP. Just walks away, then stunning. Wait, me? Just walks away, then stunning. What do you mean? Guys, when I said I want to break it down, regardless side of this journey, of this trip, God was a part of the whole trip. He was doing everything he can, showing me signs that he's there. Another sign was when I started talking spiritually to a guy in the coach, the one that I found attractive, but I didn't hit on him because I asked God and God was like, no, don't hit on him. So I just complimented him in a normal way. And then we were like talking about a lot of things. Right, I was doing most of the talking, right? And he was just like listening. And I was like, how old are you? And he was like 25. And I was like, that's a good age. And I was telling him like reading the Bible would change your life. He's read parts of the Bible. I was trying to get him to like get onto that journey because yeah, it's a long story. I can't really go into it, but I said, you never know. I said to him, God could be making this convo happen because I said I was meant to get the train and I ended up getting the coach. So this could have been for a reason. You said AP saved you on the train with whatever. It was in the bus. So I was sitting down on the I hate talking about this. I was sitting down on the bus, and that's when AP was like, Tanya asked the driver how long it's going to be, but I didn't realise that the bus driver literally left because the bus is terminated. I didn't even know that. That's why I said that AP helped save me with some advice. I think anyone that's been to London before knows that it's so hard to get around and it's hard to ask London people where to go. No one really helps you, but today God was making people helpful. I asked two people how to get to Buckingham Palace, and they were like, "Yeah, just go that way. You're on the right track." People were really loving my energy. This guy, he was like the manager for the sightseeing buses, and he was like, "Hey, come again, come again." I was like, "Yeah, I definitely will come again," because I said I will definitely book the hop on the bus sightseeing thing. I just don't know when I'm coming back to London. Um, Scream said, Tanya, you're strange. What did I do? In a nice way. Oh, thank you, Scream. I guess that's a compliment. Um, yeah, and then when I was coming back from Buckingham Palace, this guy, I mean, I don't know, this guy was like, he's security, and he was happy to see me, he shook my hand, and he was like, saying his name and saying how, um, he was like, when you coming back? And I was like, I'm only here for a day. And he was like, if you finish at 7 p.m., I can take you out for coffee. And I was like, sorry, no, I'm at church. uh, oh, thank you, AP, for backing me up. Yeah, so, yeah, I was like, sorry, I'm going to church. And then I picked his brain. I was like, how do I get the bus to Lewisham? And it was the 85. And he was like, do you see that street down there? I was like, yeah. I was like, take the bus from there. And I went all the way. Where did I go? I needed to go use the toilets. It was the train station. I went to the train station, used the toilets, and I came back on myself. And when I saw the bus there, the man was a vibe. He was God driven. He was like, the bus takes off in 5 minutes. I was like, oh. And he was like, where do you need to go? And then that's when I told you guys he looked at the postcode. And I was like, damn, this man's godly. This man is godly, man. We was talking about, I was telling him that I want to get baptized. And he was like, why not now? And I was just like, oh, because I want to get right with God. And he was like, no. He was like, as long as you believe in God and blah, blah. And he's giving me a good talking to. T said, London's the new Africa. See, I don't live in London, so I wouldn't know. I find London to be very multicultural though. I feel like there's everybody from around the world in London. What I actually love was the amount of Spanish I heard. I was like, oh my gosh, everyone's speaking Spanish. I was like, I love this. I just wanted to speak to everybody. I was like, oh, I can't do that. Like eating grapes like it's a bar of chocolate. It's just Scream, you said something yesterday on my live that was actually really funny, and I was laughing about it, but I can't remember what it was. Or 2 days ago, you said something really funny, and I just found it hilarious. What you mean, backing up? I ain't a criminal. Is that to me? I didn't do any church footage. I didn't do any. They've got a live video of it anyway. I didn't record the church stuff. AP. And you can't go anywhere without attracting people. To be honest, if you see me in real life, I actually stood out though. I don't know if it's for a good thing, because I was wearing this blouse and I looked a bit well dressed. I didn't wear this. I don't know, because I was trying to look formal. I'm trying to look a bit more formal. So I think that was attracting people for some reason. I can't even show you guys how I really look because I feel like the camera doesn't pick it up. But I probably just stood out to people. Yeah. Yeah, I was attracting some people. You guys probably didn't hear it, but when I was walking, I was trying to get back with my McDonald's to the train station, and I can't believe that guy tried to hit on me. I'd see some eyes looking at me. I'm like, huh? How people? It's the older guys that were like attracted to me. It wasn't the young guys. It was the older guys. For some reason, I caught their attention. My hands feel super soft now after those grapes. Oh my gosh, they feel baby soft. You got pulling appeal. Yeah, I don't know how though. I think it's because I'm like in a new town. But even I was telling the guy, the guy that I speak to, and he was like, yeah, he was like, London's your future. Like, I was like, sure. He's laughing. London is very much cultural, diverse place. I agree, AP. You told AP. Oh yeah, AP did back me up like I'm some sort of criminal. No, Scream. I think it's because I didn't understand the concept when you said I'm strange in a nice way, and AP said I'm not strange. So that's when I was like, thank you for backing me up, because I didn't realize that you was talking about the grapes. Yeah, you do. To be honest, AP, you do always back me up. I really want to say something, but I won't. You can say anything you want, Scream, as long as it's reasonable, as long as it's not horrible or anything like that. Because I've had enough of it with Tim. If you don't, why you got put in a pill looking at me? If you don't know why you got put in a pill looking at me, I can't see it. To be honest, I can't see it. I used to be attractive, but I can't see it now. I'm not saying that I don't look attractive. I'm just saying, look, I don't see the fascination right now, to be honest. I'm not trying to fish for compliments over. Scream said, no, it's dirty. Scream. Thank you, AP. Thank you. Yeah, that guy was, where was he from? He's from, I can't say Escheria. And he was like speaking to me, and he was like, I'd love to take you out for coffee. I said, I don't want to be stranded in London. And he goes, he said, if you, do you know what? I can't even remember if he said this now, because I know AP said a spare room, but I feel like he said something like that, but I can't remember. I actually can't remember now, because my day today has just been so confusing. So much has been going on. Scream said, AP, there's kids on here. Yeah, so that guy really came through for me, and shout out to the girl that met up with me today. She was such a sweetie. She was there with her daughter, and she was really nice, and it was just nice, yeah, to meet another believer. And we walked together, and obviously I had to leave. I didn't really connect with anyone in church because I never had the chance to. I spoke to the one wonderful lady that said, God will never leave you or forsake you. She was going really powerful in spirit. She said, God knows your heart. There was more things she was saying. I can't even remember it now because my brain is just gone. It was really nice. Oh, Amy said, go to bed then. And then coming back home, people helping me. I can't even mention everybody, but yeah, shout out to those people. Really big shout out to that guy from Somalia that actually walked with me to get to McDonald's, right? And he really went above and beyond. He was like, you need to go this way, that way. And he was saying in London, you need to get places an hour before. I was like, yeah, I understand. And then, yeah, shout out to the coach station for helping me to amend my coach ticket. I really appreciate that. Um, Guys, even the driver, I don't think people are attracted to me in that way. I think it's because I'm bubbly. Because even the driver, he was like drawn to talk to me. Because I was like saying to him when I was leaving, I was like, "Thank you so much." I was like, "I hope you have a good," because he was saying good night, and I said, "Hope you have a good night too." And he goes, "I won't finish until 5 o'clock." And I said to him, I was like, "Well, I hope you get a good rest when you go home." And he was like happy that I said that. Um, I don't know, like. Maybe maybe I looked attractive today. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm discussing this on live because I feel like I'm just a normal person, but maybe today I probably really looked attractive, or different because not everyone dresses like this, I guess, and I know how to put stuff together, I guess, in a way to kind of make me look different. I don't know. Oh guys, I managed to style a guy a different day in Primark. I helped him find a top and shorts, a guy that I know, and he let me style him, and he was really pleased. He was like, "We definitely can do this again." I was like, "Thank you so much," because I love styling men with clothes. I love doing that. Um, I'll put you to sleep in a minute, bro. I'll put you. I know, sleep. No, I'm getting up in about 5 hours. Oh, AP, you need to go to sleep. You need to go to sleep. 3 hours then. Guys, are you guys are fighting over you again, Tanya? T, you made me laugh when you said Tanya's floating. All I could see, right, guys, I was stressed out. I need to go back and watch some of those live comments, right? Because the live comments won't show up now until tomorrow. And I can't wait to read the comments because I'm sure, right, after I spoke to that guy that was helping me get on the bus, right, when I got on the actual bus and I was speaking to another girl, right, all I saw was T say Tanya's flirting again. And I was like, I need to read these comments. I never got to read most of these comments, guys. I can't wait to just go back and have a good laugh. I was literally laughing, trying to watch it on the coach, and I was laughing my head off at me talking to that guy saying, I don't know where I am. Oh my gosh. Maybe said you look attracted every day. I don't feel like I do though. I do have my ugly days. It's AP. It's AP. It's the other. It's the other guy. Sounds good. AP. Why are guys putting themselves to sleep over time? I feel like you know what, guys? Can I have a vote on here? Right. Let's see if I can do a poll on here. 1 second. Wait, how do I do it on here again? I forgot how to do it. 1 second. Let's start a poll, right? Um, right, let me see. I'm gonna put a question, guys, and I'm gonna do a little vote. It was I don't know how to word this, guys. Let me see. No. 1 second, guys. Guys, I put is the poll showing up, guys? Can you see it? Right, so I put a poll up for you guys to answer if you actually want to answer. So as you can see, right, I put was Tanya journey around London entertaining. Thank you for the hearts, and I'm curious to see what you guys do vote. Do you want to be next to screen? I hope he's gone quiet. AP's probably had enough. AP needs to sleep though, because AP's gonna go to the gym. Oh, someone put yes. I've got 3 votes. Wait, does it show me who voted? Let's have a look. Let me see. Why doesn't it show me who voted? AP said entertaining, traumatizing for you. Do you know what's so sad? I can't see who's voted though. Why won't YouTube show that? That's not fair. Has everyone voted? I think everyone's voted. So I'm guessing because all 3 of you guys are on here, Sky, well, Scream and T and AP put yes. Right, let's end the poll. Let's see if it shows. It doesn't show me who voted. It just says that 3 votes. Is this gonna be like an Idiot Abroad? Entertaining, traumatizing for you. Oh my gosh, it was so horrible. Like, I think for me, it's when I desperately want to get to somewhere so bad, and I can't, and I don't know where I am. As you guys already know, I didn't know where I was, and I don't know how long it's gonna take, and I'm stressing, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, and I'm far away, and unfortunately, I chose a coach station that was far away from Lewisham, and I didn't want to get a coach into Lewisham from Birmingham because that would have taken 5 hours on the coach, and I don't want to do that. I hope you said I'm not even tired. Tanya and Wrexham be interesting. Where is Where's Wrexham? And I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Where is it exactly? AP said, I told you I don't farm soft. AP, if you're not tired then. Come on, AP. Fight, fight, fight. 1 second, guys. Oh my god, I'm so tired. It's in Wales. Oh my gosh, could you imagine me in Wales? Because I know it's like a countryside, right? I'm scared of, there's a lot of sheep. I'll probably be scared of the sheep. I hope I don't spill this drink on my top so I will cry. I needed that drink so much. You know, today has really hydrated me. Can you believe? It's so hydrated me. All I remember was seeing in the comments, AP was like, you're going to make it. You're going to make it. And I was just like, I don't know. To be fair though, I feel like there needs to be something put in place in London for people that need to get to like a station quickly, like a direct something, or they need to arrange like a fast train or something like Japan does, like something, because come on. I threw a punch through my phone. Oh my gosh, I can't believe Scream just says sheep. I can't even say it on here. Sheep over there. Mark Hughes. I don't know who Mark Hughes is. Scream, behave yourself. You're 15. Allow me to shake my head. Guys, we should have done a vote, right? We already did a vote, but I don't think, right, AP would have met me, guys. I don't think AP, because AP was saying he would have met me. I actually don't think he would have, to be honest. I don't know why I'm bringing that back up. I actually don't think AP would have. Mark Hughes, what a footballer. Drinks are falling down. Yeah, what other points do I want to bring today? Trying to think. Does anybody have any questions? Let's do Q&A, guys. Let's do Q&A. I feel like you guys ask me questions anyway. All right, let's ask a question. How do I do this? Ask a question, guys. I bet you £500 I would have. £500. I can't even bet on that because obviously I would lose. So obviously you know that you'll gain money from that. Like you have control over that outcome of that situation, because if it means that you get money, you would just show up. I don't think you would have AP, because especially the time schedule, to be honest, AP, if I needed to get to Lewisham for 6 o'clock and I need to go to the church, like at what point could you meet me anyway? Thank you for the hearts. AP, the 6-year-olds saying those stuff worse than me and didn't ask. Told the teacher what to say. What does it say? Start Q&A. What the hell? What is it saying that? Oh, now I pressed the start Q&A. I feel like you guys ask me questions anyway. Today has been so long, guys. It's been so long. It's been so long. Let me keep an eye on the time because I do need to go in a bit. Okay, it's 3:16 a.m. AP needs to go to sleep. Yeah, the guy in the coach was telling me that I should do exercises. Not that he was like body shaming me, he just said exercises. I told him I used to do dance, and he's like, there you go, get back into your hobbies. He took my number, but I know he's not going to call me because I told him to give me a one ringer and he didn't. You know, he's probably one of those people that just takes your number and doesn't call. You can always tell when people are just going to be like, yeah, I'll take your number, and then they don't do it. Is someone coming on? I'm just hearing things. One sec. I'm just hearing things, guys. Yeah, guys, I am probably going to go in a bit. I'm just like, oh. I'll get back to AP's comment a bit. You put scared of sheep, Tanya. I feel like I would be scared of sheep. I mean, how do I get around Wrexham anyway? Is it like buses that probably like once every hour or something like that? I don't know. Have you been to Wales before? You're laughing about me being scared of sheep. I sure noticed today. I probably would. Exactly. You wouldn't have anyway, AP. Because I sure noticed. I'm just being honest. But next time, if you're down, most definitely. AP is just all this. They are more scared of the men over at Wales. Yeah. Dude, I'd be scared of cats that run away from me anyway. I need to sit down. My legs are so tired. Do you know how good it was to actually sit down on the couch? I was like, finally, I can sit down. I need to travel more, guys. I need to travel more. That was kind of fun. This woman was saying that I did well for getting to London on my own. She said I did really well for someone that's traveling all the way on my own. Yeah. Try Wales. You want me to travel to Wales, Scream? Oh my gosh, I'm actually scared to go that way. Money where my mouth is. Oh, fighting talk AP. Just stay away from the men and the. Oh, that's challenging, isn't it? Stay away from the men and the sheep. Should we talk about the men right today? Should we talk about the men? What are my views on the men in London? Should I talk about it? So, I find London men to be, a lot of them are very attractive. Um, a lot of them are very attractive. I'm sure people will feel the same. I'm sure men will feel the same way about the women. Was I actually actively looking for anybody today? No, I wasn't really on the pool. Yeah, I wasn't really on the pool. The men, I just think that if you're on your job, you shouldn't be chatting up women. I noticed that the men in London were doing that. It's not professional. It's not the first time it's happened to me, and it certainly won't be the last. Let me see. Wales is boring, I'm just being honest. He's been to here on my life has been to Wales because I've never been. Oh my god, guys, my legs. Oh, yeah. I feel like I need to sit down. I need a chair or something. I'm so tired. Right, let me sort my life out. Guys, look at my nails. I literally trashed my nails. Look, I was trying to do something cool, and look at it. It's just random. Men attractive, no. Women very. At least you're honest, scream. The amount of same gender relationships I saw in London, I was so shocked. The fact that people are like this holding hands, I was like, huh? Guys, I don't have a problem with what people want to do, but the fact that in London it's normalised to hold hands and stuff, I was like, in my town people don't do that. I was so shocked. The amount of people I seen doing it, I was just like, it was a culture shock to me. I was like, huh? How are they doing that? What's going on with the top fans? Why is my phone doing that? I put the end poll. So why is it doing that then? Okay, so top fans, number 1 is T, number 2 is AP, number 3 is Luke, number 4 is XYL, and number 5 is John. But I wouldn't know if the men are attractive and not like women. AP's funny. T is laughing, raging. Yeah, so my brain has totally gone, guys. I'm probably having to go soon. I'm so tired. Yeah, I'm gonna go in the shower, guys. I have no energy for the shower. No energy. Yeah, so in terms of what I planned today, I mean, like to get there and get back home, right, and attend a bit of the church, that was the plan, was a success. It definitely was a success. Ivy said, don't tell me you're tired, you look full of life. I can't believe I look full of life. Inside, I'm actually dying. T said funny night. Guys, what was your highlight of me in London? What was the highlight, guys? What was the highlight of today? Can someone like tell me their highlight? I could ask my brother for you if the man. Don't ask your little brother that question and scream. What you were seeing. Wait, thought you were seeing AP. Wait, is that to me? Scott, I mean, scream, I read your comment wrong. Is there any snacks in it? Because I'm just so hungry, guys. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm falling over, guys. I'm actually falling over. You're missing the coach. You're missing the coach. Was I? Yeah, because at first, you guys didn't know that I missed the coach. You remember? Because do you remember when I was running? I was running for the coach. I had the camera recording, and I was running. All I could see was I couldn't. I wanted to read all the comments so bad, but I can only read them tomorrow now. And all I saw was AP say Tanya run. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. The annoying thing is I would have caught it. If I knew which stand I was at, I would have catched it again at the skin of my teeth. That's what the annoying part is. Each their own, mate. All I remember was Luke was like, Tanya, interview somebody in London, and I was like, right, I'm gonna have to interview this guy. I was like, Luke, look, he's got a London accent because Luke wanted to hear the London accent. What sound? No, it's not mint. T, what sound? He just wants to stay in his spare bedroom. No, I would be so mad for the rest of the night of the money that I wasted. And I've been so mad. Oh, guys, let's do a vote because we know that AP, number one, AP would not meet me. And number two, AP would not host me in his spare room. I remember saying to AP that if you host me in his spare room, I'll be held hostage. Do you remember that? I actually said that. I said that in London on the bus, I think. Oh my gosh. I'm too hyper to be in London. Scream, don't. No tea, just don't. I'm sure that guy, though, the security guard, right, the one that was inviting me for coffee, I'm sure he offered, I haven't got his number or anything, but I'm sure he offered me to stay with him if I get stranded in London. I'm sure he did as well. Screams are getting spicy. AP. You guys. You guys. If you were stranded, I would have no choice but to me. AP is all talk, guys. With AP in time. Scream. Scream, just no. If you read Scream's comic goes getting spicy with AP and Tanya, just no. Coconuts. No, it's not coconuts. It's monkey nuts, guys. I'm so hungry. I'm not hungry, I'm just dehydrated. London has killed me. It's totally killed me, guys. Do you know the guy, the bus driver, he was like, you're definitely from the Midlands because he said he heard my accent. My accent. Sky. Before. Oh, you scream so funny. Oh my gosh, you guys actually feel, you know, I actually feel drunk, guys. Can you imagine? Do you know the thing is, right? Do you know if I had like a lunchbox or something at home, I would have cooked dinner, brought it with me, right, and ate that dinner in London, and I wouldn't have to be rushing around for dinner. That's the annoying thing. Does anybody have like a favourite band? My eye is twitching. This is not a good sign when my eye starts to twitch, guys. So I need to concentrate. What happened to your bagels? Oh, I ate them on. Do you know what happened? Oh my gosh, guys. Do you know what happened? I made my bagels. I made them, but then I got hungry again. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story about that. 1 second. So what happened, AP, right? I was meant to... Right. Just make more drink. So the plan was to eat the bagels on the coach, right? Because it was like after 12 and I was getting hungry because I had my breakfast at 6 a.m. So I was starving when I left out my house to get to the coach station. So I was like, I'm going to go to the toilet first and I'm going to have lunch, right? Yeah, so the toilets are disgusting on the coach, just so you know. A lot of R&B groups. I don't know that R&B group in H-Town. I don't know them. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the toilet and then have my lunch, right? So when I got up, guys, to go to the toilet, there was this guy behind me, the same guy that I spoke to, right? And this is the first time I'm seeing him. And I seen him look at me and I was like, ooh, right? So, so I went to the toilet, I was like, oh my gosh, he's fine. Like that, I was thinking out in my head, right? So I went to the toilet and I was like, oh my gosh. So I walked back past him, but there was no exchange, like no looking at each other, because obviously he's facing the window and I'm walking that way. Do you get it? So we're both facing that way at this point. And I was like, oh my gosh, that guy's fine. I thought, should I talk to him? So instead of eating my lunch, I turn round, right? And I'm like, excuse me, excuse me. And then I actually complimented the guy, and that's when we started talking. So my neck was hurting me because I was like this talking to him. Imagine I'm like on the couch and I'm like breaking my neck to talk to him, right? And like talking the whole time, and he had like nobody sitting next to him. I was like, I could just sit next to you. And he didn't say yes or no, and the bag was next to him. I wasn't hitting on him though at this point, right? We were just talking like normal. And he should have said, yeah, yeah, come and sit by me, but he didn't. So I was like, oh my gosh, I even told him my neck is hurting me, right? So after a while, I was like, I need to eat. I was like, I still haven't eaten. And then that's when I had my bagel. And the chicken slice is a bagel, but I wish I got mayonnaise with it now because I could, when I was eating, I was like, this is a bit dry. I thought a bit of sauce would have been nice. I should have listened to AP. But after the two bagels, I was full. I was actually full because I had a packet of crisps and I couldn't even eat the whole pack. And I was like, damn, I'm full. And then when I got off the coach station, my head started pounding and then I didn't have no liquids and I was like, right, I'm gonna have liquids. Yeah, I'm a 90s baby, but I don't know those bands because I grew up on when I didn't grow up on pop music. I liked pop music growing up. I would listen to reggae as well, but I liked pop music. I was listening to Britney Spears and stuff like that, not R&B. Tanya in her 40s. How old are you, AP? I thought you were um like in your 20s. Oh, I'm not in my 40s. I'm in my 30s. So I was 90s. I was born in the 90s, but I am definitely in my 30s. No, do not ever laugh, AP. I was saying to him like I was like, nah, I was like my neck is actually hurting me. And then I was like thinking I said I'm gonna be walking around London like this. He said, wow. AP said, don't remember. Yes, I remember TLC. I remember TLC. Yeah. Scream said, oops. Tanya, do you like Keith Sweat? I've heard of it, but you need to tell me the song because I recognize the name. Keith Sweat, sorry. Yeah, I recognize the name, but I need to know what song it is. Guys, what does it mean, right? When a guy, I shouldn't ask this question. Why do guys get jealous? Okay, I'm not gonna ask this question. I'm not gonna ask this question on this live. Not today. Not today. We're not doing this question. I'm gonna not ask that question. Yeah, I behaved myself on that couch. I was like, Tanya, I told myself, I gave myself prep talk. I was like, behave yourself. Do not hit on that guy. I even said ask it, go on. You guys are like ask, ask, ask. Okay, why do guys right get jealous if you talk about another guy? And when I say jealous, I don't mean like you see that they're jealous. It's like when they get mad about it, like, can you not talk about other guys around me? Like, why do guys do that? I've been watching you, watching me. That's TLC. I know you want it, but it depends on how you kick your game. My awful singing. I feel like everyone hates me in this house. I'm so loud. I bet they were like, bitch, stay in London. I swore. Scream said I asked my brother. I've been watching you, watching me, and I know you want it. How you kick your game. I was charging my phone on the couch as well. Had no choice. I should get my mint sweets. That's gonna annoy Sky. Guys, my money. I need to sort out my money. I don't even know how much I spent today in London. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's got my. Why didn't I just pay by cash? Because when you pay by card, you need to monitor how much you spend it. Oh my gosh, I should just. To be honest, sorry guys, in McDonald's I couldn't do the cash option anyway because I was running late. What was stressing me about McDonald's was the fact that I ordered food and it was still saying preparing. I was like, dude, why is it not saying collection? I get tired to watch How many brothers do you have, Sky? I've been watching you. What hiccups now? That's so annoying. That is actually annoying. But it depends on how you kick your game. Oh my gosh, hiccups. I don't care personally because, oh my gosh. I've got hiccups, guys. That's actually funny. I don't care personally because if my girl was talking about another man, I wouldn't listen anyway. AP's revealing. Can't speak. AP's revealing all his secrets. Two brothers, one sister. I had no idea. Oh my gosh. And I don't think you want to know what he says. Okay, I'm not gonna ask. Guys, this is the first time I'm on live with hiccups. Men mustn't be jealous. Just remain masculine. I think. I don't know if this guy is getting jealous or what. I just thought I'd ask a question because I do have. I noticed that men that have come into my life, they tend to don't like me talk about other men. They don't like it. Even if they're just friends with me, they don't like it. Tanya's choking. Literally, I think it's because I drank my drink so fast. Do you know what? Out of curiosity, T, what did you say? No, it wasn't T, was it? Was it Luke? Who was it that asked? Like, okay, whoever asked, why didn't I get the guy's digits? Why is that suggested? Because I'm just thinking this guy is helping me out. Oh, I was also saying that when he's with me, no one can take my phone. Scream said, am I allowed to say it? Just say it, Scream, because you want to say it. But it depends on how you kick your game. I'm so tired. I'm just like. Wait, I remember Esther from being on my live as well today. Do you know what? So much has been going on in his lives. I think it was when I was already in London, and then somebody made a comment about my body, and Estefan backed me up. He was like, "Don't say that. That's just disrespectful." Okay, I'm just gonna say what he said exactly. Okay, okay. I'm actually scared about this. Do I need to sit down for this? I've been watching you. I've got Vaseline. I need to use this up because I just buy stuff and I don't use it. It's probably out of date now. Okay, it still looks good. Look. Look. I brought this with me to London. I didn't even use it once. I'm one of those people that overpack a lot of stuff and I don't use it. Come on, let me kick a little game for you. Do you know what? AP said I don't look tired, but I feel like I look tired. I'm just like, when you've been running around like me, it takes a toll on you, trust me. What if your man is talking to other women? How do you feel about that? Good question. Do you mean if he's my man, or if he's just a guy I'm talking to? If it's a guy I'm talking to, I do feel some type of way. I don't always show that though. I'm very good at hiding like how I feel because I know how to be detached a little bit to men. So let me answer your question. What if your man is talking to other women? I mean, he's free to do what he wants. It depends on the relationship I have with this guy, but he's free to do what he wants. But I do feel some type of way if he's trying to build some type of like romantic stuff with me and then he's like going elsewhere. I don't know. Are you a jealous type? I can get jealous. I used to be very, very jealous when I was younger, but now I don't get jealous. And I think men are stunned by that because they're like, why is she not bothered? And I'm just like, so if you're like someone that's like trying to make me jealous, then it doesn't always work that way. I think I'm more because I've changed as a person and not probably not in a good way, but it depends what it is. Like I can feel like it depends on the scenario, I guess. You can give me example if you want. Crap, I can't delete it. You can't delete what? Maybe it's a good answer. I don't even know if I'm answering good. It depends on the guy. Like if I don't really want him like that, then I don't really get jealous. But I can get jealous in a way because I'm thinking if you're trying to court me and then you're going elsewhere, then I kind of think, oh, you know. Oh, you want to get rid of a message? Just I don't know why it's not working. If you just tap it, you can delete it. Or do you want me to delete it? Do you want me to delete it for you? Because I can delete it. Which message was it? I'm so tired. I'm just like, oh. Alright, guys. I'm just gonna try and decide what I want to do next. Right. Let's get rid of this rubbish. Right. I should have got rid of it. When I was out and about, let's get rid of my McDonald's rubbish. We do need to discuss that. Right, if you don't really want him, Tanya, you're horrible. I feel like I know what man. Okay, I don't know fully, but I feel like the man that God wants me to be with, I feel like God will give me a sign when it's him. I think. Dude, the McDonald's in London was like playing like Indian music, and I was just like, huh? How can I like champion Indian music? What's going on? I feel like McDonald's doesn't play music. I haven't got a problem with Indian music, but I just found that so odd because McDonald's I go to, they don't play music. and then they was playing Indian music, and the staff was singing along to it, and I was like, what is going on in here? Is that even allowed in McDonald's? Hi, Ricardo. How are you? The one that my brother said. I didn't see the comment about what your brother said. There was no... I can't see the comment screen. I'm only joking, I know what you mean. Are you sure, AP, that you know what I mean? Checking out the scenery. Scream said probably a good thing. You probably deleted it. I think you deleted it. All I see is everybody trying. So I pretend to play you crazy, sexy, cool. Still there for me. It's still there. I can't see. Can anyone see Sky Eye's comment about what the brother said? Because I can't see it. Do you know what I feel like? You know the McDonald's in London that I went to nearby Victoria Coach Station. I feel like the portions of chips was very small compared to up here. Because if I easily managed to shove that all down my throat with less than 10 minutes. That's how I know they didn't even give enough chips in the McDonald's. See, no one can see your comments, Sky. I think I destroyed the bag. So I think I destroyed the bag. So my church gave me a little goodie bag. Why was I expecting sweets? Why was I expecting sweets, guys? I was like, oh, look, goodie bag, sweeties, right? Yeah, why is London McDonald's tight? Because I feel like I got ripped off, guys. So they gave me a little goodie bag, and I was like, sweeties, and it wasn't. Right, so they gave me a little flyer. So this is the Jamaican flyer for the service. So it's a Sunday service. This is actually where the church is going to be. So, yeah, so this is my church, right? Jamaican church. Yeah, so it's going to be in St. Martin's Community Centre, Abbots Park, London, SW2 3QB. Right, and I'm only reading this out because there might be somebody that watches my live. Thank you for the like. There might be someone that watches my live that does want to attend the church, so I'm just giving that information out there. So that's the pastor and his wife, the two people that I missed. And this is the lady that's going to be hosting the church in London. So she was there today, but I never got a chance to meet her. I didn't realise she was actually in the same room as me. And obviously because I left early. So that's Wafif in London, right? They worship on Sundays, yeah. I think they do. Yeah, they do worship on Sunday. Yeah, they do. But this is talking about 10 a.m. time. Oh, it just says 10 a.m. time. It doesn't say what day. So I'm guessing it's Sunday. But they've got like a WhatsApp thing where they'll give more information, but I'm not on the WhatsApp. Not a WhatsApp group, Facebook group. I'm not on that. So that was a little flyer they put in here. They tried to get me to scan a QR code when I was about to leave out. They said that we're so sorry it took us so long to set up, and then obviously I never had time to scan the QR code. I was like, no, because I need to get to the coach station. As you guys already know, I don't have time to be scanning QR code. Not in a negative way towards the church, but you guys seen what I was like. I don't even have that extra few seconds to be scanning a QR code in that moment. Been a long time that you've been on live this late. Now, don't even think about leaving now that I said this. Oh, don't leave. They gave me a little notebook, a Wafif notebook, and I didn't get a chance to use it. So hopefully I can use it in the future. Or if I go back to the church, I could probably use it. I've got so many notebooks. Hopefully I can use it when if I go to church again. Where's the flyer roll? I can't see it. Oh, it's stuck to the bag. And they gave me a little pen to go with it. I can't get the pen out. It's a little pen to make my little notes today. Obviously, I didn't get to use any of this. And a bottle of water, guys. So they gave us a bottle of water. Yeah. So yeah, guys. So that's a little goodie bag that they're giving out to people that are there. I think that's really sweet. To make people feel welcome and part of the package. You feel like you're meant to be there, you know what I mean? Like a little goodie bag. So that was nice. So yeah. Let me see. They look like a happy couple. Yeah, I think they've been married a long time, to be honest. I can't remember the story because he shared his testimony online and I can't remember it. But yeah, they've got 3 children together, and I think 3 or 4. Yeah, big children now. Some are still young though. When I say young, they're still children, I think. I don't know the ages. Yeah, I could. They was in Lewisham yesterday, and he was in East London from the 24th of July up until the 27th. Yeah, the 27th, and then he had to then preach for the launch on that same day. So he did the 10 a.m. start at a different church in East London, and then so he did his preaching on the Sunday. He did a preaching in the morning, and then he helped with the launch for the Sunday, and then I travelled on the Monday thinking I was going to see them, but obviously they flew back because they got another event. I hope you said nice. Did you say that Estefan was on your live today? Yes, Estefan was on my live today at some point today because I do remember him having to defend me today, and he was telling me not to worry because he knew I was stressed. And they're both pastors, or is it just the man who's a pastor? So he does most of the preaching. Guys, I don't really know this information, but I have seen her speak, but it's very rare that I see her speak. So I think it's mainly him that does the preaching. In my church, they do have women pastors as well. I don't know if they call it pastors, but women do preach in the church as well. Yeah. They flew over, guys. I never got a chance to meet them. I even missed it I think it was 2 years ago when they flew over, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, 'cause they didn't have a church then. I was like, and they didn't have a church in the UK then. I was like, oh my gosh, they were in the UK. I was like, oh my gosh, how did I miss that? Hi, Ricardo, how are you? And then I was like, I'm going to catch it this time. And then when I heard Wafif London, I was like, I'm going to catch this. So every time they kept talking about it on the live service, I stayed tuned because I needed to hear more information. And then that's when I heard July, and I was like, I need to go. I need to go. Oh, is he disappointed with you, Scream? Yeah, just my luck missing them. It's so sad. The thing is, I should have asked more questions about. I should have, the people that I should have asked the lady if he's going to be preaching on the Monday, because I said to her, right, I'm going to be going on Monday, and I'm going to try and catch him preaching at 10 a.m. And she was like, no, he won't be preaching at 10 a.m. because, you know what? She actually told me. She said something like, she said he's leaving on Monday. No, she didn't say that actually. She said he finishes on the Monday. But I wish she said he's flying back on the Monday because I think it's like a language barrier because obviously she's Jamaican, right? But I wish she um it was hard to communicate because it was a heat wave, but I wish she said that he's not doing any preaching on the Monday, then I would have been like, no. But you know what? No, it's a good thing she didn't tell me because imagine all the people that I met today, it wouldn't have happened. So God knew what he needed to do. He knows who I need to meet. I will definitely try and catch him in the future. Now that I've done London, I can do it again. Um, I would definitely. I hopefully I feel more confident to go to London again on my own. Scream said probably. No, I don't think he's disappointed with you. Um, 1 second, guys. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to end this live in a bit. Does anybody have any questions about today or anything? Anything you guys want to say before I do go? Because I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna get myself. I can't even stay ready for bed because I'm not even going to bed yet. I'm gonna put my things away now. Unpack my stuff. Well, there's not really much to unpack, but I need to start getting into the habit of unpacking stuff because I just save everything in my handbag and hope for the best. Coming back to London sounds good. I actually don't know when though. I don't know when. Even the coffee guy was like, "When are you coming back again?" And I'm like, why is everybody, not you, AP, but like people that are meeting me today, how are they, these men asking like, when am I coming back again? Like it's like they want to see me again. Yes, I have an answer. Give me the answer. No, leaving's not allowed. I do need to go. Hi T, give notice this time. AP's like giving notice, but we know that AP is not going to be available. AP, you had some type of notice that I was coming to London, not to meet, but you heard something about it. It was like on your radar. But I didn't give anybody no warning. I was so scared when I did the Buckingham Palace. I did Buckingham Palace live, right? I was so scared because I thought, damn, if I do this, maybe somebody will stalk me. I was so paranoid. Thank you so much for the like. Oh, Scream said, please, no, I do have to go with guys. Because the time is now 3:57 and some people do get up early in my house, I think. I'm even using my manners. Oh no, I've been on long enough, guys. Guys, I've been going on live. Like, come on, guys, give me some props. I've been going on live. Look how many times I've been live today, guys. Look how many times I've been on live. Sorry, guys. Oh god. Yeah, I've been on live so many times today. I'm exhausted. You guys even see me rushing around. I feel like I was running with my camera. It was so awkward. I feel like everyone was looking at me. Somewhere short. So yeah, I'm tired out. Yeah, I've been doing lives all day today. I'm actually shattered. But hopefully I can do more lives again. Yeah, but the London has killed me. It's trying to kill me. So guys, I'm gonna go in the shower. I'm gonna see if I can freshen up and put my pajamas on and go into bed. It's probably gonna take me like 3 hours to get myself ready for bed. I'm not tired. You didn't say it today. Yeah, I couldn't reveal anything. Basically, guys, I can't reveal anything on my YouTube because of people monitoring me, like especially like enemies, monitoring what I'm doing. So I have to keep everything on the hush. So you were getting chicken slices for your trip today. Why did I not get it? Silly me. No, don't blame yourself, AP, because usually I'm outspoken. I say what's going on. No, AP, you really wouldn't have been able to meet me because my schedule was so tight. Like, as soon as I got into London, I just about made enough time to go to Buckingham Palace. And then imagine by the time I got into Lewisham, right, the church, I was meant to be at the church for 6 p.m. and I was on the bus still trying to get to my destination in Lewisham at 6 p.m. So everything was just too rammed. AP said, I hear you. Unless you went to my church, that would have been the only way to see me. Scream said you may as well stay up, it's 4 a.m. I know, I'd rather not, because in my house, like, I don't know, maybe some people get ready for work, and if I'm down here doing a YouTube live, I'm probably in their way. Yeah. Yeah, and it's kind of like, to be honest, I'll tell you the honest truth, that AP, like, originally I wanted to go on the train because I wanted to get into London early. I wanted to get into London at least just after 12 p.m. and then I didn't book the tickets, and then when I went on the tickets to book on Sunday, the prices went back up high. And I was like, damn, what do I do? And then the coach was the only option. Oh, AP said let the Queen get her beauty sleep. That's so sweet. So sorry, it's Scream. AP, stop backing. I have done loads of live streams today, to be honest. Scream, look what I mean. Let's have like this. Yeah, guys, so I'm gonna get going now. Guys, thank you so much for being on this journey with me. Obviously there's more journeys to come, hopefully more live videos to come, hopefully. What's with the name change? Thank you for the hearts, guys. Right, guys, I'm gonna go. Tired. Scream can answer that question next time, because I am actually going. Right, so guys, please take care. Thank you for the hearts. Love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that my energy is gone. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready for bed. Thank you, AP, for calling me beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, so see you guys. Take care. Bye. Good night, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. Ciao.